Okay, and I think with that, we are back for another interview. Joining me right now is Jaka, most known for being the most proficient Sands of Time player in the world. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Right, so maybe to start off with a lighter question, what's your first memory related to the Prince of Persia series? Like, not in terms of speedrunning, but just overall, the games. Like, when did you first
Oof,
encounter them?
that's a tough question. I remember playing this game as a 5 years old kid.
Okay.
Uh,
So Sands of Time, you mean you played?
yeah, Sands of
5 years?
Time,
Yeah,
of course, and
of course.
of course, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just remember the mood while playing the game, like the sound and like the atmosphere, the voice actors, the game back then portrayed. I guess. I especially remember the opening scene where you're like when the game is like telling you how to like fight the enemies and like you see the outside area of the palace or whatever.
Yeah, okay,
That's like the earliest memory.
I see. So, um, was Sands of Time also your favorite Prince of Persia game before you started speedrunning? Or like which of the other games have you played even before that?
I've played Sense of Time and Two Thrones, and I knew about 2008 one as well, but that's
Okay,
about it. And
I
yeah,
see.
my favorite one would be Sense of Time.
Okay. I mean, between Sands of Time and T2T, there's no gap anyway, so it's. What else
True.
would there even be as an answer? Okay. So, eventually, you got into speedrunning, something from this series. How how did you find out about pop speedrunning in the first place, and how did all of this start for you?
So it started with me noticing Joey doing a speedrun of Sands of Time 2015 on ESA. I didn't watch it back then, but way later, like in 2019. And I was amazed by his run. It didn't go super well, but his commentary was on point and it was very entertaining. Watch that. Then I watched another one that he did Zipless Run, I think, 2 years later. Not exactly sure. Again, Sense of Time
Mm-hmm.
and
You mean the one at GDQ or?
GDQ. Yeah. Did I say ESA?
No,
So
I just
sorry.
want to know which one.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. That and then I tried to search for his Twitch account and noticed that there's like I couldn't find him. And then later I just typed Sense of Time in the Twitch and he was actually streaming, but by different name. So that was something, and yeah, then I started following him, watched a few of his runs, and I said, "How hard can it be?" And then I tried myself, and yeah,
It all went downhill from there. Like,
yeah,
okay. It's actually, as a side note, it's actually amazing how many people were like inspired by Joe or how their first speedrun memories in terms of Prince of Persia are related to him in some way.
hmm
Um, Pretty interesting. So, okay, that's how it started for you. Um, and you're now a speedrunner of, well, mainly Sands of Time, but also the whole Sands trilogy in a way. Like, which is your, like, what's your favorite category, game and or category to run nowadays from the series?
category for sure, NMG. It's just my all-time favorite. Mainly probably because I just generally think that cutscenes are pretty good. So even though like I watch them 10,000 times, I still think they're awesome, especially thanks to voice actors. Also, just generally, I think Prince of Persia shines the most where you really show how good you can be with movement alone, not doing some shenanigans like zipping, for
Hmm?
example. Yeah, that's why I enjoy it the most. And yeah, it probably would would be Sense of Times, NMG.
Okay, so you said that NMG is among your favorite categories. Is there a off the top of your mind, could you name one or maybe three favorite techniques or skips from Prince of Persia speedrunning? Like ones you really enjoy either doing or watching, whatever it is.
Hmm.
It's a really
Okay,
open-ended
that's.
question, I know, but
I don't think I really have the favorite. It's more like once you really put lots amount of hours in, you sort of it's like you get a feeling for when your movement is really good or like when everything just connects and everything is like it's like you know when to roll, you know when to wall run, you know when to like use the maximum speed of running.
yeah.
And when you connect all those parts and when you get to one section, when you have to do like some precise jumping, but you make it look like you didn't set it up or at all. Like viewer may be looking at it as if I just jumped, but I took a setup, but did it so quickly that it looked fluent. That's pretty much the most enjoyable thing about it, I'd say.
Right, yeah. It's like on good days, things just work. Like you don't have to think about them as
Mm-hmm.
much. Even more so because you're already proficient with the run, a lot of muscle memory involved, and then if the skips just work, it has a really satisfying feeling to it, right?
Yeah, especially when you like do it quickly. Like the quicker you do it, and the less it looks like you did some sort of setup, the better. I feel like just so cool.
Okay. So, maybe last or second to last question. Is there a memory related to pop speedrunning that you hold dear that when you think back, it's like, oh, this was a really cool thing? Something along those lines comes to mind spontaneously.
Mm, tough. I just
I
I
know.
don't know.
It's a
Just
fantastic question, isn't it?
great question. Yes, indeed. I mean, the best thing that luckily comes up with running this game is that we have the pop speedrunning community, and majority of people I met are pretty great. So that's like probably one of the biggest positives
Okay, so just
about
the
it.
community as a whole.
Yeah, I think that's like huge bonus to this game or speedrunning this game.
Okay, I see. So, um, yeah, I think that's it. We're at the 9 minute mark, and I hope the whoever's in tech right now, like Stare, is is ready with the next game. So, thanks a lot to you, Jaka.
Thanks you.
And next up is some speedrun, I guess. I hope. See you.